violence, fantastic legends, voodooism, zombies.
Hey, what's up everyone? War Brothers Collectibles here. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. So I've just sat down and recently watched Zombie Flesh Eaters, the new Arrow Video 4K release. And so just like the first two films of the Dollars trilogy, I just want to give my quick initial thoughts of what I thought about this new 4K. So welcome to today's video. So first off, I just want to say that Arrow Video have, really done an amazing job of this one, just like the first two films of the Dollars trilogy that are out. Zombie Flesh Eaters looks absolutely incredible in 4K. I was so happy with what they've done with this movie and so happy with the 4K upgrade. Um, I am honestly kind of speechless. It looks brilliant. It is so good, and it was totally worth purchasing it. And I love the limited edition things that you get anyway, the items, the postcards, the poster, the nice little collector's set that you get. But the film itself is such a visual treat. It is absolutely awesome, and looks great, it sounds great, and what can I say, Arrow Video have really outdone themselves again. It is absolutely incredible. On the main menu, you're actually given the option of three different versions to watch, them being Zombie, Zombie 2, and Zombie Flesh Eaters. Now, I went straight for Zombie Flesh Eaters. I'm not entirely sure of the differences between the different versions. There may be more or less content in each of them, so I'm just going to check them out in the future and see what they have to offer. So, yeah, after the opening title sequence, when it opens up into the New York harbor, a nice layer of film grain on there. It looks really good. Um, Straight away, like the colors popping out, um, really comes alive on the screen. It looks so good that they open in shot of the boat in the New York harbor, and when you see the two police officers sailing over to it, it's almost like the water was spilling over into the living room. It was just such a good picture, and overall such an immersive experience. And the uniforms of the police officer, those blacks on their jackets, it just looked really good, and there's great facial tones as well. Nothing was overly saturated or look too pasty. They just looked natural skin tones, which was really nice to see. And yeah, I was really blown away with the opening of this film. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, it's the human interactions, with the doctor on the island and his wife, that argument that they have. Again, first class picture quality on this. It looks absolutely stunning. Those really natural, great skin tones and just the level of detail as well. Um, is really awesome here, especially when they zoom in on a close up of the eyes. The detail there is absolutely exquisite. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. The detail in the zombies as well, I've got to say, like, I can't show most of the gore scenes and really the graphic stuff because it crosses YouTube's kind of policies. But I've got to say that the detail on the zombies and the flesh eating scenes, if you will, the zombie feast scenes, um, absolutely incredible as well. The reds, it looks so rich and so detailed, and the makeup on the zombies as well. You can see every little detail really going into the skin, and it just really looks like rotting flesh here. It doesn't look like makeup at all. So it does look absolutely incredible in this 4K picture. The detail is absolutely stunning. The underwater sequence as well was a real visual treat and a real highlight for me. So when they stop and the woman goes diving, and then she encounters a zombie underneath the water, and then the zombie essentially battles a shark. Now, although, you know, it's totally cruel on the shark, as I'm watching it, I'm thinking, my God, this poor shark, like this zombie's, this guy, this stuntman's hanging onto this shark and like wrestling with it. And I believe, as I've said before, I believe they overfed the shark so it wouldn't actually attack the stuntman. But you know, couldn't take my eyes off that scene, the picture quality here, and with the music as well. It was just such an incredible sequence, and I've still got to say, you know, it was really well done for 1979. You know, because obviously that guy has to hold his breath or whatever and take oxygen in between takes, and it's really kind of elaborate stunt work here, like especially for underwater scene and makeup as well, and you're wrestling a shark. It's really an incredible scene even to this day, as bad objectively looking back as it is, for that poor shark. But you know, it's a really great, unique sequence, and that's the real talking point of this film for many people. Is the and it's very memorable for most people is the underwater shark sequence. Because it's all real here. Obviously, there's no CGI or anything like that. They may have used a puppet or some kind of prop during the very close-ups, but I don't think so here. I think it's a real shark throughout the entire scene, which is just crazy. It blows my mind that they even pulled this off back in the day. Although, looking back, I don't agree with it, of course. But the 4K here, it looks absolutely great. The underwater sequence, I just couldn't take my eyes off it. It was beautiful. And then going into the where the dead start to rise out of the grave, you know, you can almost see pretty much, you know, actually you can pretty much see all the grain of dirt here, every little grain and muscle of dirt when these zombies are coming out from underneath the ground. You know, again, the level of detail here is just stunning, and I couldn't take my eyes off the screen at this point with the music as well. Those zombies rising from the graves just looked absolutely incredible. It was such a great sequence. Going on to the final battle in the church, where the human survivors try and make the last stand. You know, fire always looks great in 4K, in my opinion. Like you can always feel that heat and that intensity, and that's no exception here. You know, when they throw the Molotov cocktails at the zombies, and they have those big explosions of fire, you almost have to shield your face from the brightness here and the intensity of those flames. You know, and you can almost feel the heat coming into the living room or wherever you're watching it. You can almost feel that heat irradiating from the TV. Like I put my hand up to because I thought the heat was right there. You know, it was so intense and it was just really incredible when they throw those Molotov cocktails. So fire always looks great in 4K, and this looked especially great, and it was just a really intense, exciting sequence. So overall, guys, you know, this 4K is absolutely incredible. You know, it's not a film that's many people's cup of tea. I do understand, you know, it was on the video nasties list on the UK back in the day, but you know, it is a really great zombie survival horror movie. It definitely stands out in the long list of zombie movies here. You know, Zombie Flesh Eaters, Zombie 2, whichever title you prefer to call it. It's definitely worth watching if you are a zombie fan. And on 4K, guys, you know, it's absolutely incredible. Arrow Video done such a great job with this. And I'm even more looking forward to the Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Now that comes out in a couple of weeks. Um, so excited to get that and see what they've done with that, because that actually has been delayed because they wanted to do the best job possible. So if it's anything like Zombie Flesh Eaters looks, guys, you know, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly is going to be a real amazing treat. So I'll give Zombie Flesh Eaters on 4K by Arrow Video this limited edition release. I'll give it 5 out of 5, guys. It looked absolutely beautiful, and it actually genuinely terrified me. It was a terrifying experience, but in a good way here. It was that good. Um, it actually really freaked me out. And even though I've seen the movie a million times, it was just like seeing it for the very first time. You know, the Dolby Atmos and the picture quality was just superb here. So I'll give it 5 out of 5, guys. Definitely worth picking up if you haven't done so already. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed, and please stay tuned for more videos in the future. And please consider subscribing to my channel. Really enjoying making all kinds of videos for you guys, and it's great to get some really nice feedback as well. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon in the next video.